Hello, friends. Welcome to Summer Sweet Shop Cutter Central. A lot of times people ask me, I get this question a lot, of how many cookie cutters do I own? A lot. So I just thought with the new year, I know everybody's organizing all their spaces, their pantries, their closets, and I am here for that. But I thought something that you guys would like to see is how I organize my cookie cutters and how I keep them in an orderly fashion. So I'm going to show you how I do that today. So first off, and I'm going to have a blog post about this as well, and hopefully that will go live either today or tomorrow. I finished it. I just have to add pictures to it. Which is what I will be doing today. So as you can see, sorry for this mess up here. My husband's computer is doing crazy things, but I usually have this all clean. Ignore my frumpiness, but just had these. These were just demos that I used for my Christmas classes. I just haven't gotten rid of them. I need to update them and throw them away because they're hard as a rock. But need to just get rid of them. And just some other miscellaneous school stuff up there. But this is how I organize my cutters. So as you can see, I have things labeled. So I was not able, my label maker was not working yesterday and I had to add a few labels. But you see I have shapes. This one is school supplies or school. So it's got like a bus in there, an apple. I'm going to pull these out and show you exactly what's in them, but I'm just doing kind of an overview right now. And then we're going to deep dive and I'm going to show you how, what I do after I use a cookie cutter, like where I put it and then when I put it away and things like that. Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day, I don't put like far, far away because hearts, you use that a lot of times during the year and things like that. So it kind of stays near, unlike Christmas. Christmas, you're not using trees and Santa Clauses and reindeers and stuff very much. So it kind of stays away. But I have the Valentine's Day there. Spring, this also has Easter in it. I'm probably going to need to get a bigger bin for it because it's kind of, it's pretty tight in there. Fruit and flowers. So this has any like flower cutters, anything that's a fruit, bananas, strawberries, things like that. Winter and camping does not have a ton in it. Again, I'm going to pull these out in a minute and show you guys. And these are shoe boxes that are from the Container Store. I will link these in a highlight and you can get these. They are super, super cheap, like $2 maybe, probably on sale right now because of the new year. But they were fantastic. Love them. And they work great for not only for shoes, but for cookie cutters. Next we have wedding. So this is anything like wedding dresses, anything that I use like has like a Mr. and Mrs., the wedding ring, all of that is in there. Birthday, which is like cakes and things that I use for like a number one or birthdays. This top one is baby. That one is a pretty big one. And the numbers, I have this thing about always buying like the wrong size numbers. So I have a lot of number cutters, just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Sports and constructions and summer and graduation. And I'm going to talk about combining how I have like the flowers and the fruit combined in sports and construction. So first things first, what you want to do, and then I have some more down here, is, let me finish that. I have all my Sweet Sugar Belle ones are all here. I almost can always tell you, like, if you're like, hey, do you have a party hat? I'm like, yes, I do. I know it's a Sweet Sugar Belle. That's like all of hers are in here. And then these are all the minis. I clearly have a problem with minis. I bought her mini set and I just put them all there plus others that I just love. I just keep that in there for design inspo. This one is Fiesta and Cowboy. Animals are kind of out of control. The animals, you see unicorns, llamas, bears. A lot of these have been metal, and Clark ones. I don't use a ton of animals. And then Disney and characters. I don't have a ton of those because I do not do character cookies really anymore. But any of like my Mickey stuff I have in there, or the mouse I should say. And then this has all Sweet Sugar Belle. I keep all of her stencils even though I rarely use them. I keep all of the stencils and everything, especially if I'm teaching a class. It's great to have all of that, and they are all in there. My husband showed me the other day how much I spent on cookie cutters last year, and it's embarrassing. So, but I mean, it's my job. It's what I do. Okay, so over here on this side, and this is just like a big buffet that we have in our breakfast area. You can use this in a closet or whatever else, but this is where I have them just because they're easy access to the kitchen that I can get to them. And so down here, I started yesterday, I organized these into a bigger bin. This is all of my Christmas. Well, these are all plaques. You can see a lot of Kaleido here. These are all plaques. So plaques are just like a shape. Like here's your Nancy plaque, a round shape. I've had these like forever, and I got them from a store in Cincinnati. But they're like biscuit cutters, but they're like the perfect round shape, and they don't hurt your hand. But like squares, the Charlotte plaque I use, this one I use, I don't remember the name of it. This one I just got, I haven't used yet. So different things are all of my plaques are in there. Other shapes like, all of my shapes like stars and stuff I have over there in the shapes. But here's Christmas. And I just put all of it in here. A lot of it's Sweet Sugar Belle. A lot of it is fairly new. And what I do at Christmas time is I go through it and I say, okay, what am I using the most of? Like, what things am I selling? Whether it be minis or whether it be like, I know I used the reindeer a ton. I used the Santa Claus a ton. I did not use like this present this year. So I just put those away in a different box and kept these all out because I did Christmas cookies all throughout the month of December. But once Christmas is done, I put them in this box and I put them on this side here that I'm not in very often. So once my label maker is working again, I'm gonna have to get a new one. I'll put a label here that'll say Christmas, and then I have Halloween, and then fall. I realized yesterday that I need them for fall because I've become a fall addict as well. So from caramel apples to pumpkin mugs, you name it, it's all in it. Okay, so that's how I categorize them. If you're starting from scratch and you're like, how am I going to do this? Again, I'm going to have this on a blog post, but I'm going to show you how to do this today. So these are, one of these boxes down here are cutters that are like way too big that I don't like, that I never want to use again, like My Little Pony. I paid way too much money just to like throw them away, but probably like $50 for the whole set. And so, but I am never making My Little Pony cookies ever again. So don't ask. And then these are for girl stuff like in boho, and this is like boy stuff, so like a truck and things. I just don't have those labeled. But what I do is after I have pulled my cutters, I make my cookies that day, I have a tray like this that I keep right here, and these are all the cutters that need to be sorted and put away. So what I'll do about once a week, and these are the boxes. Matt got these at Costco the other day, and I totally hijacked them for cookies. So I'm going to have to go back and get more for him. But I'm going to set this up and show you guys on the tripod here. I'm going to show you what you need to do to organize your cutters. Okay, so first off, what you want to do is you want to take all your cutters that you got, and if you're starting from scratch, start from scratch. But what I do is I start pulling out cutters, and I'm like, okay, I've got, this is like unicorn, so that's like girly. I've got numbers, baby, tutu. It's going to be girly. This is Alama Floats. It's summertime. I've got bows, wedding. We'll start another category over here for wedding, if you can see that. Got my numbers. Spread this all out. This is like a baptism dress. I kind of keep baptism and wedding kind of in the same just because I don't know. I just do. Sometimes I keep them in spring, but spring kind of overflowed because like a cross you'll use a lot of times for baptism and things like that. And then birthday cutter. This is a wine bottle that's kind of girly, baby. Another number 1. We're going to count this as a birthday because it's a birthday number 1. This says Mr. and Mrs. Another baby item. So what I do then, and that's not even everything that's in this box, but I just want to show you guys for example. So what I'm going to do is so I sort these out by category. So I've got baby here, I got this. So you're going to sort all your cutters into different categories. And so I would do no more starting out than 10 to 15 categories, depending on how many boxes you have and how much you want to organize it. So I've got all these cutters, and I'm going to pull from over here. I'm going to pull the boxes that go with that. So I've got wedding here. So let me pull my wedding box, and I'm going to go right here. I'm going to open it up, and it's got cake. It's got the hearts. Some of these can like double, like Valentine's Day, it doubles. Another ring, crowns. Crowns, a lot of times I will keep with girly stuff just because that's another girly item. So I'm not sure. And I don't know why I have 2. It's silly, but you know, such is life. Like I have 2 wedding cakes. Yep, such is life. Okay, so I'm going to dump all of those in there, and I'm done with that. All right, put it back. All right, let's pull baby. So now I've got my baby shoebox here. So I've got the baby. I've got a million onesie cutters. How many onesie cutters can you have? I mean, really? Oh, wait, I forgot one. Okay, always on the hunt for more. All from all different places. I don't have a favorite. They're all favorites. So, baby, done. All right, got it in there. All right, so now, numbers. So here are all number cutters. I have no idea where I got these blue cutters from. I've had them for a million years, but I'm going to put them back in here. The one I'm going to hold out because I do that one for like first birthdays and stuff. Yes, these are birthday ones, but sometimes I put the one in there. Sometimes I don't. I don't know. He's not fitting in there really good today. He's probably one of the most used cutters I have. But he is in there. Oh, these are the ones from the Container Store. I think the other ones are from Target, but these are from the Container Store that are super affordable and fantastic to use. And then let's do like sports and construction. So you'll have those ones where you do like your sports parties, or you'll do like a construction theme. So you're not using them a whole ton, but you want to have them like your jersey, your pennant, but things that like I was looking for this yesterday. Glad I found it. Hammer, construction, more construction stuff. And so I just have it all together. It's kind of boyish, but big old Power Tee, Go Vols, helmets, things like that are in here. And it's nice, like if you're doing this for the first time and you're trying to organize, is to get rid of cutters that you don't use. I try and do that, I mean, not even once a year, but just periodically, of ones that like when I'm going through and I'm like, oh, I have 2 helmets. I know I have another helmet. I have 2 helmets in here. I like this red helmet way better than I do this blue one. I really should just get rid of this one. Why I don't know. I have 2 cones. I hate this cookie cutter, but I have this one from Bobby's that I love. I need to get rid of this one, so I'm keeping it out. I'm getting rid of it. So, anywho, that is how I organize all of my cutters and keep them. And so then